Hey guys, welcome back. So today it's that time again. It's going to be the Boxy Charm unboxing. No, sorry, not unboxing. We skipped the unboxing here. But the try on and review. So the theme this month is Wildflower. So that's what the card and the insert looks like there. And these are the items that I received there. So really quickly, I think we know that everyone got the Nightingale palettes. That's what it looks like inside. Very super cool tone palette. I'm not usually all about cool tone palettes myself. They're kind of, I don't know, they just don't attract my attention very much. So we'll see. I'm going to try to do a look sticking to mostly the grays. I'm going to try to see what I can do coming up with that. Because again, since I don't really usually do cool tones, I'm going to kind of push myself to really see what I can do as on the furthest end of the cool tone spectrum. Right. Okay, so next up is the Laura Geller New York Baked Blush and Brighten Blush in Tropic Hues. And this is what it looks like inside. It's got a teeny little mirror in there, and that's what it looks like there. This is a little confusing to me to see it come in such a cool tone palette, but it is what it is. We'll give it a shot. From the Alamar Cosmetics line, we have the Trio brush set here. And from Butter London, we have Glazing Lustrous Liner in Disco. Oh, okay, so I can tell by the cap that it's definitely a sparkly black, not a matte. But okay, so this is a felt tip line. This is like the pointiest felt tip liner I've ever seen. Ooh. Aww. Oh, I kind of did a swatch on the back of my hand and it bleeds a little bit. Alright, well I am going to, let's draw a heart on the back of my hand here. Aw, I'm kind of disappointed that it just kind of bleeds the way it does. But we're still going to try it out anyway. I'm going to leave that on the back of my hand and let it dry. And then we'll see how long wearing that is by the end of the video. And then last but not least is the Hank & Henry matte liquid lipstick and petal pusher. I'm freaking living for this packaging right now. Does anybody see how cute that is? There we go. So it looks like a lipstick inside of like a glass case, and then you actually twist off the top this way and bam, you get your, ooh, it smells like cake batter. But this is a nice fall color. I'm kind of really digging this right about now. That is a fat doe foot applicator. But okay, enough with the yibber yabber jibber jabber yimmer yammer. It's one of those. I'm pretty sure it's one of those. Alright, so I am going to get to the application process, show you what I can throw together, and then we'll come back and do a quick review on everything at the end. Okay, so now you see what I was able to put together using all the products that came in this month's Boxy Charm. So as usual, I am going to go down the list in the order that they appear and then give you just some quick thoughts about each of the products. So first up is the Pretty Vulgar Nightingale eyeshadow palette, and they say that this retails for $35. You know, see, the thing is that I really do love Pretty Vulgar a lot. I'm sorry, I'm blinding you guys. Okay, I really do love Pretty Vulgar a lot. I've talked about their products that we've received in the boxes before. One of their blushes are like one of my absolute favorites. Their ink liner that comes in the pot like this, my absolute favorite. I love that. I'm just not in love with this. It might be because of the cool tones. I'm not particularly in love with them. They did perform well, so I guess that's the most important thing. They really did perform well. I don't know. I don't feel like there's anything unique in here. There's nothing special. There's nothing I probably couldn't have found in like a Milani palette from the store, because for $35, I'm like, there's nothing so special in here that you couldn't find somewhere else. As a matter of fact, does this not remind you of the Naked palette? Hold on a second. Alright, so let's ignore the fact that my Naked palette is like broken and falling apart. I've had it for quite some time, but do those not look so similar? I don't know. So it's like if you have the Naked palette, I don't know. I just, again, it's something that you can find somewhere else. These are colors that you can find in so many other things, so many cheaper palettes too. I don't think you need to spend $35 on it. Did it perform well? Yes, it did. Would I spend $35 on it personally? No, because one, I'm not really a fan of cool tones, and two, I just think that there's stuff you can find that's comparable cheaper. So moving along from there, next up is the L'Oreal Baked Blush. Wait, what? The L'Oreal Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues. Here's the thing with this particular color. I feel like it's working more as a highlight than it is as a blush. I don't feel like I'm getting much of a tint of the blush color. This is why I like my blushes and my highlighters to be separate most of the time, because you usually get this. I feel like there's more of a champagne-y highlight thing going on my entire cheek rather than a blush and then a highlight. So it's like no matter where I turn, my entire face just looks like the apples on my cheek back to here, where I would normally have blush and then my highlighter blended in. It's just the whole thing, which doesn't particularly appeal to me. If I had gotten more color payoff, I might have felt a little differently about it, but not really one of my favorite products, and I highly doubt that I'm going to bother to reach for it at all because I'm not really digging it too much. This one says it retails for $28. Absolutely not, because Wet n Wild has colors like this. Milani has colors like this. NYX has colors like this. The list goes on and on. There are plenty of other drugstore brands that have baked blushes like this that do the same thing and do not cost $28. Definitely not. Moving on from there is the Colourpop Cosmetics Ojitos brush set. This says it retails for $18. This brush was great. I loved it a lot. I like all of them. Okay, so I'm not going to just single out one. I do like all of them. The blending brush was misshapen because of the way that it was packaged and kept in the box. So it was very pinched, and it had like this tapered shape, which it shouldn't normally have. It should be fluffed and rounded. So I am going to have to wash it. So it was a little wonky to do the eyes with because of that fact. But otherwise, super soft brush. It works really nicely. They're all very soft. This one here, I usually find that brushes you use like this that are liner brushes, especially when using them under the eye, they tend to be very stiff, and then they can tug and feel a little like pokey and stabby. This did not. It still felt really, really soft. It worked really well at blending everything under there, because I'll usually apply with a brush like this and then blend with something else. I was able to do both with this brush, and it worked softly, and it was like surprisingly well. This one here worked really well for packing the color I needed into the inner corner, and I believe it would also work well as a concealer brush to use, especially if you want to do like a cut crease or something on your eye. This is a really nice shape for it and a nice size for that. So I like all three brushes. I think they performed really, really well. $18 for the brush set. I'm going to say that's not bad for the 3 brushes you get, for how soft they are, how good quality they are, and the fact that, you know, you can get multiple uses out of them. I think that's great. So I would say that the $18 is definitely worth it. Moving on from there is the Hank & Henry matte liquid lipstick in the shade Petal Pusher. I love it. Again, I'm a total sucker for this packaging. I think it looks so nice. The color is really, really nice. The formula feels fantastic on the lips. It is not like a super harsh drying formula. I've given it quite some time to dry, so there is still a little bit of transferring. I don't know if it needs even more time to dry, because it's been about a good 10 minutes since I finished my makeup. So I don't know if it needs more time to dry, or if this is as dry as it's ever going to get, which is fine for me. A little bit of transfer doesn't bother me at all. But it feels very comfortable on the lips. I'm pretty sure I can wear this all day and not have it bother me at all. It has not transferred to my teeth or my aligners or anything, which is a plus. So even though there is a little bit of transfer, it's not getting onto my teeth or anything as much as I'm speaking. So that's really great too. And I love the color. I think this is a really nice color for fall. I mean, again, you wear your colors whenever you feel like it. Totally up to you. But for fall, I think that's a really nice color. Love that. They say it retails for $17. I think it's totally worth it. I personally do not ever find myself really like blowing through my lip products really, really fast. I'll go through chapsticks and like sheer glosses and stuff faster than I would more saturated colors like this. So I don't mind kind of investing in those a little bit more, because I find that they last me so long. It's well worth the price. And these remind me a lot of my SoFreshSoClean ones, but dare I say that the formula of this is even a little bit more comfortable than those. Even though those, once they dry down, don't transfer at all, this formula is definitely a little more comfortable. So it's a little bit of a trade-off, a little tiny bit of a trade-off, but I still love that. And $17 I think is totally worth it. And last but not least, oops, dropping stuff, is the Butter London Glazing Lustrous Liner in Disco, and they say this retails for $19. Now here's the thing. I have never ever found a felt tip liquid liner that I like at all, ever. I usually like brush tips, like the NYX Cosmetics one, and there was one that used to be from NYC liquid liner that was unfortunately discontinued, and it drives me crazy. I've never ever found a felt tip one that I like. I freaking love this one. It is so dang pointed and sharp that you get the edges of those wings like knife points, and it didn't skip or anything as I was applying it. Okay, so really quick, I'm going to have to come in and kind of amend everything I said about that liner. I went to go curl my lashes because I realized they were looking kind of flat. And as soon as I went and I put the lash curler to my eye, that liner actually peeled off. And not only did it peel off, it also took with it the shadow that was underneath. So I'm going to go ahead and just forget about everything I just said. And this is totally not worth it at all. I've never ever had a liner do that, not even from the drugstore. So hail to the no on this liner. That brings us to the end of this video. If you have any further questions with any of the other items that I have mentioned here, please feel free to ask them down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. If you haven't already, please comment, rate, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You all have an amazing rest of the weekend wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.